I'm happy to say we're joined by Anna Björk Bjarnadóttir from Isavia. Thanks for talking to us. You've been at the conference talking sustainability. What have you been talking about? What are the highlights from that?
Well, I was privileged to join a panel about the fuel exchange or alternative fuels in aviation for aircraft. And really an important topic. It's a complicated topic. So many actors have to come together, collaborate, coordinate everything. So it's an important issue that has not yet been solved, but important to talk about.
And what were your, I suppose, the main takeaways from that session for you? What have you learned from that?
I learned a lot from an airport operator point of view. It's really important for us to follow closely the development. There's a lot of really good work and projects going on with Airbus, with the bigger airports that we look closely towards. We are being a smaller, middle-sized airport. We will not be leading anything in that matter, but we need to follow it very closely because we need to be ready to be the enabler at the airport when these fuels come into use, be it SAF, electricity or hydrogen, which was the main topic in this panel.
So for you, at that level, you're really waiting to see what the market does, see where the industry goes, and then it makes sense for you at that point to get on board with it.
Yeah, I mean, we're privileged in Iceland and Keflavik Airport in the matter that we have enough space. We have, and our master plan accounts for this in due time. However, we need to be ready when this happens. So, but it depends on it's a value chain. It seems like a staring contest, almost. Or you're talking about the chicken and the egg. Who will start? It will cost a lot of money. It will need regulations. It will need all actors to come together, which makes it complicated, as I said. So it's really important to follow it really closely.
Exactly, and often it comes down to one thing might be a great option, but the infrastructure is not there to pull it off. So we need to wait for that to ruminate through, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to make a difference if you talk about electricity. We have a good access to that in Iceland, sustainable electricity. We have the space, as I mentioned. We have the fueling system, hydrants, etc. That SAF probably can be used as the same system as you use for jet fuel today. When it comes to hydrogen, it will maybe be a different matter, and you will have to think about where do we store it. We probably would import it in Iceland because we don't have the feedstock to produce, for example, when it comes to bio-based fuel, and it would need a lot of energy. I mean, we produce a lot of energy in Iceland, but we would still have to up our energy production by nearly 40% to account for production of this for the airport. But it's vital. We are a connectivity hub. We are the main gateway to Iceland. 95% of all people going to and from the country come via Keflavik Airport, this main pipeline of people, knowledge, cargo, etc. So we really need to be ready when the airlines need this fuel.
So let's broaden it out just a little bit then. In terms of the airport itself, it's not just the fuel that we're trying to make greener and looking at sustainability. Across the board, what are the big pressures on you as an airport at the moment to make sure that you're getting ready for the future that we all expect?
Right. We focus a lot of this, and as I mentioned, we have a lot of sustainable energy. We operate the terminal, the whole airport with sustainable energy, hydropower and geothermal power. However, when it comes to the big vehicles, they are fuel consuming, and we don't have the solutions yet for the huge snow sweepers. There are some solutions on the market, but they might also need to use hydrogen in the future. So those are the big issues for us to be net zero at the airport.
And do you think it's in your power to be able to make the decisions, or are you going to have to be led by the industry and what decisions it makes?
Well, we're pretty small in the big picture, so we will always be following closely. But we have, there are really, there are powerful airports around us that are trying out things like autonomous vehicle, like hydrogen fueled vehicle, just in the other Nordic countries, for example. So we visit them frequently and follow that closely. And we will not be the first adapters, but we will be early adapters after this has been proven out.
Perfect. Listen, thank you so much for telling us all about it. Before you go, can you just give us your take on the conference and on the expo this year? What's your experience been like?
Well, it's fantastic as ever. This is kind of the main conference that me and my colleagues go to as an airport operators, and it has been really good. If anything, there's too much going on, so we don't get to cover everything. But many beneficial meetings. We meet a lot of people, colleagues from other airports, as well as the aviation industry and the supply chain overall. So really beneficial.
Great. Anna, thanks so much for talking to us about it. Thank you.
Thank you.